Alright, so hi and welcome. Now, in a traditional classroom, just a regular classroom, you do a lecture in class and you go home and do your homework. What if I told you there's another way to do this? Flipped classroom. In this, you have an online lecture you watch before class, and then in the classroom, you work on classroom activities together with your teacher and your classmates available. Now, this is valid as the teacher has to do the same lecture multiple times a day, and the students in turn have to go and work on the same homework as everyone by themselves at home. Flipped Classroom allows the teacher to record one lecture for all to see, and then have the students work together in the class on in-class work which they would have done at home. Now this system can work on multiple devices. You can use it on laptops, tablets, smartphones, and the student's choice is available for when and where to watch, as long as they do it within time. Now for those that have difficulty with online systems, the teacher can burn those lectures onto the DVDs and give that to the student to watch on like their gaming systems, a DVD player, providing the option to work around it. Now, in a normal classroom, you typically have it where there's someone who's not paying attention, someone who's tired, some people just can't follow along or have too many questions, but there's always a group who always understands what's going on, is highly engaged, and typically gets called on. By having those lectures online before class, all students have at least some understanding, and this means more engagement. Now, sure, there might still be some questions, but then the teacher can be able to come around the classroom and actually help those students out, answering the questions. Maybe even the classmates can help them. All depends. Now, it's important that you do the pre-class activities though, because if you don't do them, then the lecture has to move into the classroom. And this means you have a lecturing teacher. Lecturing teachers cannot answer questions as efficiently as a mobile teacher can, because a mobile teacher can actually come up to you, can help you out a lot more, and be able to speak in a tone that you can understand, be able to be in more depth than you usually get. Now, one element with this that's more just the statistics, but is called Bloom's taxonomy, and this is a class system that focuses more on how much cognitive thought, so basically how hard you have to think, how more critical thinking, how much more you have to do to understand. Typically you have the new material, simpler ones you do in class, and then you have to do all these complex ones at home. Doesn't make much sense. Flipped Classroom allows you to get the outside material, be the easy ones, and then you actually have the classroom, you have teachers, classmates support in the classroom when you're trying to do stuff like create from the elements or analyze the material. And this beats having to go and ask your parents or search on the internet for answers, since it's a hit or miss strategy and almost everyone's done that at least once. Now, all this stuff can also be supplemented. You can do video clips, books, professional tutorials, songs, education websites, promoting more questions and perhaps giving you some answers as well. Now, it's also valid as this gives control to the student, because you can do the different learning styles, such as maybe you're an audio listener, literary, or visual, and this can support you there. You can also control what the settings of it as well, since you can do how it's speaking to you, how high the volume is, how big the text is, how bright, and you can pause and rewind a lecture on like a live one. So this is all very valid stuff. So you have, with the flipped classroom, you go lecture home, work in class, you have higher engagement, and it's a good alternative to the traditional classroom. And there's some big takeaways from this. The biggest one from this is that you have more control as a student. You can choose when you do the lectures, you have time to develop questions, and you have additional resources in the teacher and classmates for higher level learning, along with the additional media resources from the lecture. And this is good as it's a valid thing, but it's dependent on the student to participate. So the success of this option is the audience assistance. Now that wasn't clear enough? That's you guys. So here's a good alternative if you're interested. Thanks.